أنا تقصون برناش يثيب يمين خيل تيب أنا نشمي.
Wait, what happens if it's not cloudy? What happens if it's not cloudy? Oh, I mean... Hi, this is I See Jesus Everywhere, and I actually do see Jesus everywhere, and it rules, because I know that I'm in the place of salvation, where if anything ever makes me feel bad, all I gotta do is look for his face, and poof, bad feelings disappear. And you can see that I'm not fooling around. I paint his face on all of my shirts. I rarely go outside without painting a shirt with his face on it. This is his tongue sticking out here. He's got his mouth wide open. You can see his nose here and his two eyes. This is his hair back here, his neck. I kind of cut that off, but you can see what I can see now, or who I can see. And here, it's so easy to see him. See his eyes, his nose, his open mouth, and his beard. And here you can see his two eyes, big eyes, his nose and his mouth and his beard kind of together in one there. So I'm making this video to let everybody know the truth that Jesus Christ is real, and we can actually see him in everything, which is why I can show him to you multiple times in the Canadian flag, and you've never even seen him once. I find it extremely important to try to get this message out to people, because the ignorance of Christ has brought us to our knees as a species. I live in Mexico, where the rivers are dead, and most of the world is like this. Canada, which I miss, but the truth is that with the oil fields up north and with the way people are nowadays, they don't fear God. They don't fear doing evil, so it's coming to a town near you, Canada. Also, there's the threat of nuclear war and human extinction, because people don't care about doing bad things. They figure that God won't punish them. But this enlightenment is what Jesus Christ is all about. He said that he'd show himself to those who obey him. So let's cut to the chase. I'll show you his face multiple times in the Canadian flag today, where I color his eyes blue, his nose green, his mouth red, and his beard yellow. I think I showed it to you like 5 times in this video. Well, enjoy. If you have any questions, ask Jesus. He's not dead. This is a video to show you that God's face is everywhere, and that human beings can see it, or him, when we obey Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ told us so quite a bit. He mentioned that his coming would be seen like when lightning flashes from one end of the sky to the other and lights up everything beneath. That is like another way to say omnipresent, which is why God has given me the gift to see his face in everything, which is why I can highlight his eyes, nose, mouth, and beard, sometimes profile shots for you, 7 times in the Canadian flag, and you've never even seen him once. So I've taken the liberty of highlighting his eyes, nose, mouth, and beard. Sometimes in this shot you can only see his beard, but that's because you can imagine he's kind of inclined forward. Looks like his mouth is kind of hidden. Here's another profile shot of him where if you could imagine what an omnipresent face would look like, it would look something like this, because omnipresent means in everything. And I've been looking at him for the past 13 years. So to me it's just like day-to-day thing to see his eyes, nose, mouth, and beard and everything. Here he is sticking his tongue out. He's also got quite the sense of humor. He's not dead. He is alive. And he does communicate with us, especially when we ask him to. So he's sticking his tongue out there. And the world is just so far away from God right now. Like, people go to church and everything, but just throw whatever Jesus Christ says right out the window in the trash. Like, what about when Jesus said that if any man even looks at a woman and to have sex with her, to possess her, that's adultery. And then you go outside anywhere and women aren't hiding anything. Now I know men aren't either, but I guess I'd notice that women are just not hiding their stuff, which would be recommendable if you'd like to live in paradise on earth. Jesus Christ also said that getting to know God is paradise. Now what do you think I'm doing when I'm looking at his face and everything? Listening to what he says, looking at his emotions, how he reacts to different situations. Alright, thanks. Obey Jesus.